Hey, moms and fellow momtrepreneurs. Welcome back to the Life Unboxed blog show. I am Jodie the mom from lifeunboxed.blog. And Life Unboxed is a place where we talk about running a business, raising kids, and keeping your sanity. And I said those in the opposite order I normally say them in, but that's okay. It is Tuesday evening, and this is my random musings time where I just kind of talk off the cuff about being a momtrepreneur and what that looks like, and give you an update on what's going on. But it's very informal. I have a couple of notes in my book. See, very few notes. And that's because, like I said before, I have 6 kids, so I need to write them down so I can remember what I'm going to say. So I was thinking about the business side of things today, and I'm doing this on a Tuesday night because we had soccer and a busy weekend. And I'm tired. I'm just flat out tired, and I got a cold on Sunday and still recovering from that. So, yeah, this is when I could get to it, so I'm recording it now. But I was really thinking about what I wanted to talk about. And I just want to talk about, like, being a momtrepreneur is really hard. Like, I wrote a post and did a show a few weeks back, and it was called The Emotional Stages of Running a Business. And writing that post was really cathartic for me. And so I was going back through it again because I was making, I thought it would be a good post to make like a video pin for, and I'll probably attempt a reel of it at some point. So I'm making this pin, and I'm going to show you the pin real quick. Let me get it up here, full screen, so I can show it to you. Okay. There's full screen. All right, I'm going to play it for you. So, and just going through it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I am so and I don't know why it does that. It's kind of annoying. I'm so at the drip stage. So we have the idea, then launch, and then drip. And that is when you're really trying to build your platform, and it feels like you are standing under a faucet and one drip at a time is coming out, and you're just holding the cup under it, and you have to fill that cup up one drip at a time. And so that's where I'm at. The look on her face, like, I'm like, oh, this is just so perfect. And so I'm going to post that onto Pinterest. But yeah, it was more, so I just wanted to share with you like where I'm at. Now, I am grateful that I have my virtual assistant business. And so I'm not necessarily concerned with needing my blog to make money right now. Like, I don't need to live off of it. When I started my virtual assistant business, that was where we were at. We had a time frame of 3 months, and this had to be making money, or I had to go find another job. That was it. Fish or cut bait. And so I am grateful. I'm going to go back to full screen here. So I am grateful that that is not the position that we're in, but it doesn't make it any easier to do. I'm putting so much time and energy, and sometimes it feels like throwing spaghetti at the walls, especially when you have algorithms change and you see your analytics and you're like, yes, I've finally broken through that ceiling and I'm beyond it. And then you see them start going back down to where you were, and you're going, no, you want to stop the free fall. Um, so, yeah, so we are working away at it. We're trying to build the podcast. I am trying to build, I am a one woman show, trying to build the podcast, build the YouTube channel, build the blog, get to the point of making money in my sleep. So that is where I want to get to. So I have to say, if you're feeling like this momtrepreneur thing is really hard, because you're doing all of that, and you got to teach your kids something too, right? So if you're feeling like this is really hard, I am with you. It has just been really hard as well. So, all right, I'm going to give you a mom update. And I have to tell you, I got a new refrigerator, and I'll slip the picture into the video. And I've decided nothing says old like being excited like it was Christmas morning with getting a new refrigerator. But it's really beautiful. And we did get a little bit bigger than what we had, because when we moved here, we were a family of 5, and now we are a family of 8. So we have increased, and we can use the space. But our old refrigerator, the coils kept freezing over. And by the 3rd month that I was thawing them out, we just decided, okay, enough is enough. This is not getting any better. It's actually getting worse. And we just can't keep unloading everything from the fridge. Thankfully, we have 2 refrigerators. We have one in our garage. I saw a meme the other day that said, success is having a fridge in your garage. So I've arrived, guys. But yeah, it was just enough. We couldn't keep unloading. And then I can't even do one of my big Costco shops, because if the fridge goes out, we won't have enough room. That has happened in our garage fridge. So it was time to get another fridge. And I'm very excited about that. So also, along the lines of a mom update, so my mom's book club picked our next book. So this is going to be the last book for the year, and it is called The Stationery Shop. Now, I'm only on chapter 2, almost to chapter 3. So it's not something that I probably would have just picked for myself, but that's why I like doing the book club, because it's challenging me to read outside of what I would normally read. And then the discussions surrounding the books have been a lot of fun. So I am excited to read it and to see, like, even though I'm only into chapter 2, I finished chapter 2, it is a bit slower than I typically like. So we'll have to see. I hope it picks up the pace just a little bit. Yeah, but it'll be fun. So that is the mom update. Business is busy. The blog, I feel like I'm throwing spaghetti at the wall, but eventually something will stick. And so as far as the kids, so the baby had been sick 2 weeks ago now. So the 4-year-old was sick this past week. And it's not, the plague going around. It's just the flu. There's other things that will make you sick too. So I'm hoping, because it was just those 2 that got it and nobody else seems to be getting sick, that it has just confined to the youngest ones. So there is such a big difference between like the baby getting sick because the baby's super clingy, and then the 4-year-old, he's just like, I just want to lay on the couch and watch my shows. And, he's getting to the point where he's knowing like to throw up in the bucket, after that first initial all over the place, clean everything in the walls and the rug, because he doesn't realize it's coming. So yeah, so those are my updates as far as mom updates. So with the kids, I wanted to show you, because for CoOp, we studied Georgia O'Keeffe. last week, and she's probably one of my favorite artists because she is so unique. She wasn't really influenced by another artist's style. She really forged ahead um, and created her own style. And it's hilarious because if you know anything about Georgia O'Keeffe, she is known for painting flowers. And I found a quote that said something along the lines of, "I actually hate flowers, but they're cheaper than models and they don't move." So I thought that was just so hilarious. I'm like, she was a very practical woman, artsy but very practical. So anyway, so the age group that I'm teaching is kindergarten to second grade. And so I had them pick a Georgia O'Keeffe painting and to try and copy it. So here's one. So it's Morning Glory. And that's what he was copying. And I just like the way it turned out. Like, she's one artist that the kids can paint, and the parents, if they're familiar with her work, recognize it immediately. So it's great. So I've had, I guess, a dilemma in my homeschool. Everyone talks about doing read alouds, but I am going to confess something to you. I hate reading aloud. I've always have. But at the same time, like, I remember the stories that were read aloud to me when I was in school. So I was in school for up until 5th grade. And so I do remember the stories that the teachers read. And so I was thinking about it. I'm like, well, what would be some good read aloud books? You know, I'll just buy some more books because any excuse to buy new books, right? Yeah, that works. So then I decided, wait a minute. I had bought a bunch of the Who Was books, so these books. And I'm like, I should just read these to the little ones because I'm thinking of read alouds for the smaller ones, not for the older ones. They can read their own books. And so I decided I would start with Bruce Lee. Now, I haven't started it yet, but I do think that my younger kids would really like it. So that is my goal in our homeschool, is to start doing read alouds. And I bought a bunch more because I would really like to create unit studies that I can use and then also offer on my website. So these are some. And I just love Lucille Ball. I started with ideas on that one. So I have all my sticky notes of my ideas that I'm going to do for the unit studies and stuff. So I am excited. I just need to find some time. If anyone has extra time they would like to share with me, I will gladly accept your time. So that is my goal for now, is we're at least going to start reading. And then I'll probably get some ideas on what to do for unit studies. So hopefully I will have them available as we get through them so that I can use them with my kids too. So, and then finally, I wanted to wrap it up and say that if you're already thinking about Christmas, because I am, yes, I've started my Christmas shopping, but there are 8 of us in the house. So, you know, you got to start early. But if you need a white elephant gift, then remember the demotivation journal. This would be a fabulous gift, and I'll leave the link below. So, and don't forget the great quote on the back. If it feels like things are bad right now, just remember they could get a lot worse. So, moms, fellow momtrepreneurs, some days are hard, some days are easy, some days we just want to cry over our website analytics, and that's okay. So tell me how your day is going. Tell me a highlight. So my highlight for today is definitely my new refrigerator. And so let me know. Share with us your highlight for the day. And I will see you in the next video.